Hello everyone, I'm Seth. In this video we are going to rapidly cover over 70 tips across 6 categories to help you improve in Legacy, all in less than 15 minutes. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get started.
Welcome to Legacy Guides.
Mindset. Decide a focus. If you want to practice PvP, don't farm. Go look for fights and practice. If you decide to farm, don't initiate fights and avoid hotspots. Set a goal before entering Greenwood and stick to it. Use your evade key. Evading provides immunity frames, called iframes, that allow you to avoid taking damage from attacks. When being attacked, you can normally evade to avoid further damage, even when you can't move or block. Also consider rolling through your opponent instead of away from them. They will have more difficulty tracking you and maintaining their assault. Practice camera controls. Face your camera toward your enemy and use movement keys to adjust your spacing. Your character will instantly turn to face the enemy when you attack. This can catch many players off guard and surprise them. Learn the visual status effects. A green overlay on an opponent means they are in iframes and immune to damage. Blue means their attack cannot be interrupted. Red means the attack cannot be blocked. Yellow means they are immune to crowd control effects. Orange means they have completely depleted their stamina and must wait for it to fully recover. Listen for footsteps and combat abilities. Sprinting players can be heard from very far away, and each class has unique footsteps. Combat abilities such as Blade Rush and Sentinel Strike can also be heard from very far away. Conversely, consider not using sprint and even walking for a more stealthy approach to situations. Close doors. Closing doors behind you will help conceal your location from other players and prevent mobs from following you. However, the mobs will not reset. Use caution when reopening the door. Utilize your tool belt. Your tool belt allows you to use potions and bandages with hotkeys. This is vital for recovering quickly and efficiently. Healing elixirs and stamina potions are top contenders for these spots. Healing elixirs will instantly recover 25% of your health, while stamina potions instantly restore 50 stamina. Use the auto run key to sprint forward while in your inventory. This is a great way to replenish your tool belt on the move. This will consume stamina if your weapon is unsheathed. Upgrade to Cloudweave bandages and health potions as soon as possible. Cloudweave bandages are relatively inexpensive to craft and provide 30 extra health and 15 more wound recovery over linen bandages. Health potions heal over twice the amount of the minor variant, 507 health. Again, this information can be found in my Google workbook. Direct damage cancels the heal from health potions. Health potions take 13 seconds for maximum effect. Damage over time effects such as poison and burning will not cancel this heal, however direct damage will. Remember this when you need to heal or when your opponent is trying to. Use your consumables. A well-timed consumable can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Each class has access to powerful tools that can turn the tide of a fight in their favor. Don't neglect these tools. Going in geared is optional. Greenwood is very playable in default starting gear. If losing a piece of gear will mess with your mental, stash it until you are ready to risk losing it. Pay attention to the clock. Remember, you need to reach the extract with at least 15 seconds remaining. Characters can cover 100 meters in 15 seconds running in a straight line, but there is always terrain to navigate, so give yourself a buffer. Enemies have attack patterns. Learn these attack patterns and stagger, block, or evade them to avoid damage. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Enemies are very dangerous in groups and can quickly overwhelm you. Try to isolate them and defeat them individually. Pay attention to missing mobs. Enemies take 5 minutes to respawn, so if an area has been cleared out, you know a player was there recently. When chasing a player you've lost vision of, watch the direction the mobs aggro to them run. Farm the mobs that drop the resources you are looking for. Skeletons drop cloth and bone dust, goblins drop gold, and wolves drop leather. Avoid farming a variety of mobs, as you will typically run out of bag space trying to carry a large variety of resources. Enemies have visual indicators of their difficulty. A skeleton with a sword will hit harder than one without. White wolves are much larger than their standard dark counterparts, hit much harder, and have more health. Goblin bruisers are much larger than their kin and carry a large sword. They have more health and deal much more damage. Be aware of these visual clues when approaching fights. Use ranged abilities to isolate enemies. Warrior's Iron Grip and Rogue's Phantom Dagger excel at pulling single enemies to dispatch individually and avoid being overwhelmed. Keep your resources high. An enemy player can stumble across you at any time. If you have 4 mobs on you and you are orange from being stammed out, chances are they are going to finish you off without much effort. Play safe and keep enough resources in reserve to defend yourself from enemy players. Fight enemies away from player hotspots. Fighting mobs on the road, near an extraction, or out in the open is an invitation to be attacked. Kite your enemies to more secluded areas to avoid becoming a target of opportunity. Learn to avoid enemy attacks with without spending resources. Many enemy attacks can be avoided without using stamina to evade. Practice this technique and utilize it when attacked by enemy players. Align multiple enemies to be hit by attack chains. Melee attacks naturally cleave, which means you can stagger and defeat multiple mobs that are properly lined up. Farm and practice in the southwest areas of Greenwood, such as the wheat fields and the orchards. These areas are away from the roads and standard extracts and see much less player activity. They are much quieter than the rest of the map. When you spawn into Greenwood, always loot your nearest point of interest. On a new map, you're guaranteed first access to the resources spawned there. Your best chance to find the rarest loot is at the nearest POI at the start of a new lobby. Focus on acquiring specific rare and quest items. Master hammers are a perfect example. While you may not need one immediately, never pass on one when you find it. Checking known spawn locations is quick and easy, and you never know how long it will take to find another. A good rule to follow is that if it's a rare resource item, hold on to it and consider extracting. Check the ground and shelves for loose loot. Loot isn't just in chests and barrels, it is scattered in the world. Spend some time learning what higher value items look like in this form to speed up your looting. Break barrels and crates. These objects often hide valuables and can be hiding spots for the elusive Gemlin. If you manage to find the Gemlin, be sure to focus your damage on him. Dispatching him will yield considerable results, but it must be done before he can teleport away. Listen for tree bags, check minecarts, and search class-specific chests. The bags hanging in trees make a distinct creaking sound when you are nearby and are a great source for sharp scissors and wood saws. Use a ranged option to knock them down. Minecarts should always be checked as they have a chance to hold mithril ore. Lastly, priests, rogues, and warriors all have access to special class-specific chests that often hold valuable loot. Priests can open cursed chests without meeting any special requirements. Rogues can unlock a trait to disarm trap chests, and warriors can unlock a trait to smash statues that hold loot. Ore and tree nodes. Most ore nodes you find will be copper and iron. Bloodsteel nodes are bright red and only spawn in a few set locations. Bloodsteel nodes also have a very low chance to produce mithril ore. Trees are a bit more dynamic. Always keep a lookout for the rare ironwood trees. Ironwood is a very coveted epic resource. There are 4 types of keys currently in the game. Skull keys unlock chests and wardrobes that have a higher chance of containing green and blue quality items. Treasure room keys unlock treasure rooms at the Church of the Woods or the Lightfallen Cemetery. Crypt extraction keys unlock the special extract beneath the crypts of the Lightfallen Cemetery, and castle extraction keys unlock the special extract at the top of Lightbearer's Keep. Keys can be bartered up to the next tier at the Treasurer or disenchanted for ring silver at the Enchantress. In general, it's best to either use them or disenchant them at the quality you find them. Use the interactive map and spreadsheet. Links are in the description. These tools help you figure out what you need and where to find it. Both are living documents that receive active updates, so be sure to check them frequently for any changes. Don't hoard items in your stash. The Google spreadsheet linked in the description lists all crafting recipes and quest requirements. If you're not going to use an item, especially common quality ones like goblin teeth and rough stones, sell it and free up some space in your stash. Don't ignore glint items. Glint is a valuable currency earned by selling treasure items to the treasurer. Glint can then be used to purchase glint dust, mystery favors, and eventually glint bars, which are needed to craft epic level gear. Looting is a high-risk activity. Players will wait in ambush until they believe you are looting. Before you loot, secure the area. Heal, scan, and listen. Always be ready to fight off an attacker before you loot. Bring the correct soul pouch for your farming run. Also consider crafting larger backpacks. Crafting backpacks is cost-effective and significantly increases your resource collection capacity. Don't get greedy. If you find a high-value item, book it to the extract. Get it safe in your stash, then head back into Greenwood. There is no reason to stay on the map and risk an item you would regret losing. Prioritize quest board quests. These are time-gated and reward a lot of vendor reputation. Complete these whenever they are available until your vendors hit the level cap. Level your vendors. Each new level unlocks additional options for buying and crafting. Barter bone dust and goblin ears for easy treasure reputation. Disenchant spare equipment instead of selling it for gold. As a general rule, 2 pieces of disenchanted gear provide enough materials to upgrade another piece to the same quality. Upgrade your lodge tabs. Focus on the cooking pot and the crafting bench first, followed by the ossuary. The storage chest and bed are less critical but still worth upgrading once the others are completed. ABC. Always be cooking. The cooking pot provides valuable stat boosts for minimal investment. Seasoned wolf haunch and baked potato can be crafted at the Tavern Maid and are widely considered to be the best options. Craft soul pouches and class-specific tool belts at the tailor. These items aren't lost on death and can be considered permanent upgrades for your characters. Remember to activate new traits when you level up. In some cases, it's better to save your trait points until you reach level 5 or 10 to unlock more powerful options. For example, warriors have several level 10 traits that outshine the inner ring choices. Remember, by level 20, you'll have enough points to activate all the traits, so don't overthink these decisions while leveling. Don't worry about leveling up. Certain powerful skills and traits unlock at specific levels, but characters do not receive any stat improvements. A level 1 character has the same base health and armor as a level 20. Use quality headphones if available and listen for audio clues. Character footsteps, jumping, and combat abilities all have unique sounds associated with them. Use brush and cover to your advantage. Many spots on the map allow you to conceal your character. Use these to escape enemies or to set a trap for them. Pay attention to enemy gear. Observe their equipped weapons to anticipate their playstyle. A swift bow hunter will play much differently than a longbow hunter. Helmets and shoulders also have dramatic changes in appearance depending on their quality and can be quick indicators to know how geared your opponent is. Decide to fight or run. This may seem obvious, but if you use your engagement tools offensively, you won't have them to escape. Most classes have tools that can be used to close the gap with an enemy, and those same tools can be used to create or maintain distance from one. Commit to using them for one or the other. Initiative is huge. Attacking an unaware enemy gives an advantage in reaction and decision-making time. This immediately places them on their back foot and can frustrate and demoralize them, causing them to misplay the situation. Keep these effects in mind for when you are ambushed as well. Plan ahead, stay focused, and keep alert for attackers. Don't play too fast. Learning this takes time and experience, and a knowledge of enemy skill sets. Try to predict what your enemy will do in response to your actions. The farther ahead you can get in these predictions, the slower and smoother you will play, increasing your precision and execution. Use mobs to generate resources. Prior to and during combat with an enemy, you will often be able to build swiftness or rage on mobs. Hunters and warriors both gain a massive amount of resources when dispatching a mob, so be aware of this and contest their advantage. Spend your stamina wisely. Panic dodging and sprinting with your weapon out will quickly turn you orange and make you a sitting duck for your opponent. Learn to read dangerous attacks and when it is important to dodge. Use your block to avoid attacks and allow your stamina to recharge. Sheath your weapons when possible to recharge and conserve stamina. Practice evading after beginning the sheath animation to speed up the action with an animation cancel. Don't empty your stamina unless you are about to die or secure a kill. Using the last of your stamina gives your enemy a huge window to exploit while you wait for your stamina to fully recharge. Play the class you struggle against most. It is important to know what each class is capable of and their weaknesses. If you find yourself struggling against a specific playstyle, play it for a while and observe how other players counter you. Use line of sight to reset and heal. Sometimes resetting is a better option than continuing the fight. Be aware of this from the opposite perspective as well. If you have done a lot of damage to your opponent, don't allow them a window to reset the fight. Avoid fighting in a losing arena. A warrior shines in a small room but can struggle in an open field. A priest can quickly gain elevation in the keep and be safe from melee attacks. A hunter indoors can be locked down much easier than one with plenty of room to trap and kite. Don't overstay in Greenwood. Not only does extracting give 150 extra experience, it's also the only way to keep all the stuff you've collected. Make extracting successfully a priority, especially if you have valuable loot in your bags. VOD reviews. This won't be considered pretty sweaty, but it is the #1 fastest way to improve your gameplay. Steam recording is very quick and easy to set up, automatically records a set amount of time, and will overwrite the oldest data to save space. If you want to improve in the shortest amount of time possible, review every one of your PvP engagements, wins and losses. Focus on your mistakes and misplays and commit to better alternatives. Take breaks. Legacy can be a stressful game on your brain. Stand up, stretch, go for a walk. Give your mind a break from the intensity. Join the Discord. The Discord is full of experienced veterans willing to help out newer players. Many vets will be willing to review your VOD and offer advice on how to play the fight differently in the future. Be open to criticism. There is no point in asking for help if you mentally shut down or argue. Asking questions about the offered advice is one thing. Arguing with the advice and implying it is wrong or bad is another. At the very least, give the advice offered a shot and see if it helps. Watch streams and videos of top players. There are many players streaming or posting their gameplay. Study how they approach fights, what abilities they use, and when they use them. Slow down the videos if you need to. Lastly, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Legacy is just getting started and there is a lot more to discover. This channel is committed to gathering that information and delivering it to you effectively. Please comment below with a tip you think will help others in Greenwood. Play smart, progress fast, and I'll catch you in the next one.